another Tea with Toni. I'm Toni Hodge, and I'm here with Collee2 Fletcher. And what I'm interested today is finding out about Colleen. She has this wonderful, beautiful business called Wholistic Beauty Boutique. And it's in Boise, Idaho, over on Emerald Street. And this is where we are. We're in her studio today. And I'm going to be asking Colleen a few questions about herself so that you know why she does what she does and what makes Colleen tick. So the first thing...
Well, I don't know if we want to know everything that makes Colleen tick. We're going to stick with business right now. How's that?
Sad face. All right. Well, we'll try to stick to business.
Perfect. Perfect.
So I'm serving our orange pu'er today, and orange pu'er is a infusion of real tea leaves. It's a fermented tea leaf. It has a slight amount of orange in it. It's loaded with endorphins, so it's got that feel-good L-theanine raging through your system at some point when you get enough of it.
Okay.
It does have caffeine, but the L-theanine is an antidote to caffeine. So L-theanine actually sort of turns caffeine on its ear a little bit. And
I did not know that.
Right now, how long have you been doing this here?
In this location since December. I've been in Boise. I started business about 13 years ago in Boise, but I originated in Oregon. And so this is my 23rd, going into my 24th year of business.
Awesome. Great expert at her
Yeah.
field.
Yes.
So you answered a little bit about how long you've been in Boise, but why did you come from Oregon to Idaho, and why Boise?
Yeah, interesting move. So my husband...
Funny voice when she says this.
Yeah. So my husband got the job offer.
Okay.
And so he's the corporate man, and so for the family, basically, it worked out to be a far better option. It was kind of a now or never type of thing with the age of our son. And so I just made the decision I sold off half of the business of mine. I retained all of the product side of it, but I sold off my client list in Oregon and kind of figured I would just retire. I ended up not obviously retiring because I had enough people coming from Oregon over here, so I just slowly got back into it. But it was a family decision, and so we knew that we needed one parent home with our son to help him incorporate into life, and that was me. And then once we all got settled as a family here, I realized I'm not the best stay-at-home housewives. I am definitely the despot of the household, and I can kick ass doing that. But I like kicking ass in my business as well as at home. Mm-hmm. So I'm still the despot there. I still run everything, but I'm just not cruel and unusual in my rulings with that.
I totally hear you. And this is the age of the woman.
Yes.
I kind of feel like.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
We should be pursuing our passions. And it appears to me that Wholistic Beauty Boutique is quite a passion of yours.
It is. It's one of those things that I've just been guided to do. You know, if I were to listen to my brain, I'd just be a crazy party girl. But listening to my heart and my soul, this is where I'm meant to be doing what I'm meant to be doing.
My understanding, so I've only experienced a few of the things that you do. The camellia oil. Run and get some, by the way, whether you're a man or a woman. And and then we recently did a little impromptu cosmetic
We did, didn't we?
Video, and so you're a master at that as well. You've got a lot of licenses.
Yeah, I do.
Stack them up. Talk about this.
So quick, my licenses are, I am a massage therapist, and being that I originated in Oregon, I've been licensed for that whole time. Idaho only just got state licensure a few years ago. So I'm a massage therapist, an esthetician, a hypnotherapist, a metaphysician, an intuitive energy healer. So I have that natural ability just to look at people and say, ooh, yes, but then I can combine it with all of the knowledge that I have for body work as well and say, oh yeah, your knee is going to hurt right there. That also means that your neck is going to hurt on this side as well. So I can take the intuitive aspect of it and know that, mix it with the metaphysics, which is what your mind thinks your body follows, and then pull in some hypnotherapy as well to help repattern everything, but still mixed in with the body work aspect. So with those, once I got my final licensing with that, which was the aesthetics, I wanted a mentor, and I asked everyone, because I tend to stay in contact with all of my previous instructors and know what's going on that way, and I asked around, and they didn't even know half of my other licenses, so they couldn't help me out. So what that really means is I found out that way that as far as I know, I'm the only one in the country, and then I've looked around worldwide, and I've never seen anyone else with the set of licenses that I have. It's pretty unique. So
And-
yay.
And was that sort of just another one of those intuitive spiritual movements to just continue to collect talents?
Yeah, I did not consciously go into it thinking, ooh, I'm gonna get this. I went into it thinking, you know what, there's a little bit more that I wanna know. I need the knowledge with it. And it opened up some of the machineries that I can use with aesthetics. So I can do that. Microcurrent is one of my absolute favorite tools to use for skin tone, and it opened up that licensure for that. And then the rest of it just, it awed me and humbled me into, whoa, I've done a lot and I'm really proud of what I've done, but it's that humility that comes through as well of, oh, that's really intense, and what a beautiful experience, and thank you that I can listen to myself enough to know I'm just a little puppet on a string happily doing what I've been guided to do, and that's the part that continues to awe me, that I have learned enough to just shut up and listen sometimes.
Yeah, it is something interesting how the things that we want to know for ourselves and our own knowledge also become our passion to help another human being through their path of whatever it is that they're going through.
Yeah, it is amazing having people on the table that come in just for a facial, and in talking with them, finding out how much more is going on, and then being able to help them with that. Say, you know, I can, let's just kind of go here. Are you okay if we go here as well?
Right.
You know,
Right.
I really am here to support on all levels, and people always ask what they can call me. They want to call me a guru, and that's not I don't personally like that term.
Yeah.
For me, I don't. I just call me a friend. I'm a healer, yes. I'm a guide, but really, it's the friend aspect, and that's really what I like about having all of that. So.
Well, I find that to be true also with tea.
With tea, yes.
It's such a conduit for those amazing
right
connections.
Yeah, everything else that we can pull into the human aspect and human spirit.
So, tell me a little bit more about that story behind having the boutique.
Yes, well, when I first started, just with my massage license, I used to get rashes on my fingers from the products that I used with people. And I thought, you know what, I can't work with big open sores on my hands. Why am I getting these? What's happening with that? So what I found out, it was all of the toxins in the product. And I couldn't work that way. I didn't want that on me, and I thought, well, why should I put that on you? as well.
Right,
So, and it was a long, you know, it was almost 25
Evolution.
years ago, you know, so it wasn't quite as in vogue then as well to have all of the organic aspect. So I really found some products. It was quite difficult to find product lines. I found the naturopathic is one that I still use. I kind of pioneered the use of them in the Pacific Northwest. Not many people had heard of it on the West Coast at all. Some of the products, and that's what got me into the camellia oil. And so I found that. There's a couple others that I found as well, and I just started using those. I had clients that then asked about it, and I'm like, well, kind of a no-brainer. I might as well go into this aspect with it as well. So that's how all of that came about. It from what the toxins did to me in my body, I interpreted that of, no, I don't want this, and I don't want that for you as well. So that's how that really came about, is just that desire to help you more.
And people should really know that they don't have to get an appointment to come in and get product, right?
Right, absolutely. I do have things listed online, but definitely, if you're in the area, just come in and shop. Just
shop and say hi and connect.
And have some tea.
Yes.
I always have tea available.
Colleen carries Divine Lotus Tea, and that of course is my tea company,
and it's wonderful to have. Yes,
it is, and people tend to relax over tea.
Yeah.
I find that when there is going to be body work or consulting, which I do a lot of consulting on the nutrition level, which always ends up being a deeper level, the tea helps to relax people, and they just, without really realizing it, begin to talk. And so come in, visit,
just come in and
Wholistic
shop.
Beauty Boutique.
And I always have testers and samples, and
I understand that you do some meditation work as well.
I do.
You sort of skimmed over that, but let's talk a little bit more about that.
Okay.
Tell me about that.
The meditations, that actually is the longest thing that I've been doing. I was opened up to meditations when I was, I think, 5, maybe 6 years old. So that puts it at about 45 odd years that I've been
Without
doing.
divulging any secrets there.
You know what? I could care less if people know how old I am. I'm 50. I just turned 50. I don't care. I have zero.
That.
Yeah. Here's to rocking the hell out of 50.
Right.
Sweet.
And 60.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. So, meditations. I've lived overseas as well, and that was in the southern hemisphere, so I learned a great deal about how the energies flow differently. Just basically, if you think about how the water flows differently when you flush the toilet, or goes down the drain, that makes a difference with the energies as well. So I really got, just in bypass knowledge, a great deal of experience in how all of that works. So then years later, I kind of incorporated all of that. I have a very different outlook with meditations. I have 3 different ones that I run now. One is just a place for people to kind of gather and to meditate. And I always teach something, but I'm a hardcore type of meditation person, and I think you just need to shut up and do it. You don't have to learn all of this stuff. What meditation really is here and shut up and do it. Just calm, be. So that's where I'm really, really intense with my meditations. I make you do the work for you. Now the other one that's super unique and fascinating right now is one that I call meditations. And on a personal level, I have a love of metal music. And I go to shows and I can just kind of meditate and void out, and I love it. So I pulled that into here. Each time I have a different band, and I kind of do a theme with it surrounding the music itself, of how to listen on a different level, how to feel it on a different level. And yes, it's about the music as well, but it's really about outside here, life, quiet, calm, just shut up and do the work. Find what's within you. That's the aspect with it.
Know thyself.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's my bit about meditations. I love them.
So that, I'm gonna step a little bit out of the norm here
Mhm.
and say that we have a deep dimensional personality,
Mhm.
and nobody is one thing or another, right? So
Right.
you're not just an esthetician or a massage
Right.
therapist, or you're not Wholistic Beauty Boutique.
Mhm.
It's an extension of you, right?
Right. Absolutely.
So this is an amazing lady.
Thanks.
She's
Thank you.
metal, right? Heavy metal?
I'm
Okay.
a full-on metalhead.
I totally dig that. She rides a motorcycle, right?
And
Thank you for watching Tea with Toni. It's great to have you
thank you.
here, Colleen, or
Thank you.
for me to be here with you in your studio.
You know what? It's great to be together.
It is. It is.
That's the part that I like so much, is just that we're together and we have
Yes.
that connection, and that we're
Yes.
friends.
And connection is what we're here to be about,
Yes.
I believe. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Another
Thank
Tea
you.
with Toni. Tune in again. So long.
Bye.
Bye.